Something about the winter and the static and the dryness just makes my hair just like scream. Just very thin, fine hair that just likes to attract all of the static and stick out. I've been dealing with it for almost 30 years now and I still don't have a remedy. So if anyone does, I would majorly appreciate it. Okay, now. Hi, my name is Brooke. Welcome to my channel. I am so excited to share with you some of my projects that I have to make for 2025. Whoo, so excited. Quite a few things that I want to share with you. Some knitting projects, a lot of sewing projects, and some renovation projects that I would love to share with you, because I do think that it is a creative process, especially when it comes to like painting and decorating, stuff like that, which is more what I'm comfortable with. I one day hope to get more into carpentry and like building, but that is not realistic for my time right now, so it will be saved for a later date. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so excited to have more people come view my videos. I love to share all my creative projects with everyone. Now we are going to take a deep dive into my brain and what I would like to accomplish for this year. Just a side note that all of these projects are aspirational. I know that my mind changes so often that there are quite a few other things that I would like to do, but I like going into the new year having a list of these are some things that I'm really excited to do or to try this year, and that's what this video is going to be. Without further ado, let's jump into all the project ideas that I have for 2025. Woo woo. Ta-da! Look how beautiful this is. I do realize that a lot of it is just like repeating colors, like blue ginghams, this like slate blue, and this green. I'm totally okay with that. I do have some other colors for projects. I think just as of right now, these are the colors that are really drawing to me, so this is what we are going to start with. Oy! Oh, don't crush my glasses. So starting off with a project that I'm probably going to try to accomplish first is a birthday dress. My birthday is at the end of January. It is coming up very soon. I usually like to make myself a dress as a birthday present to myself. I love making dresses even though I don't wear them as often as I should. So even though that my go-to outfit is like a sweater and sweatpants, I really love wearing dresses, and I'm going to try to make more dresses that I feel comfortable just wearing by themselves. I've been going back and forth on what I want to do. There are quite a few dresses that I want to make this year just for a casual wear, but the one that I think that I'm leaning towards as more of like a fun birthday present to myself would be something made out of this Blackbird fabrics in their prism check yarn, and this is in linen. It is so beautiful. I've been admiring this fabric for so long. I finally bought it for myself during their Black Friday sale, and I'm just so happy to have it. So I have a few ideas. Definitely want to have a fuller skirt. I don't know if I'm going to have enough fabric to make the bodice. So that's going to be something that I will have to problem solve in the future, but I do have some options to maybe pair with it. So I like to thrift bed sheets, and I found this one. Beautiful purple bed sheet, and I think that these colors kind of work together. I also have this red linen that could also work. This is the color palette that I'm going for, and these colors are just so beautiful. The other option that I was leaning towards for my birthday dress was this like ruched bodice with like a full skirt, and I was going to make it out of this other thrifted bedsheet that I have. It's a printed blue like buffalo check almost. This is a queen bedsheet. There's quite a bit of fabric to this, and I think that I will have enough fabric to make that dress. Really looking forward to making something like this for a while, so I'm very excited to get started on this one. Maybe in the spring. Speaking of the spring, last spring I made a boucle cropped jacket. I absolutely love it, still wear it, but I really loved the process of making a jacket. I've admired people like Angela Clayton. She would make coats leading up to Christmas, and it called it Coat Miss, obviously, and I loved the process of her making all of those coats, and I fell in love with coat making, so I knew that I wanted to try and make something for the spring. I don't really have a lighter spring jacket that I love as much, so I decided to pick up these two colored fabrics. And I was on the fence of making a green jacket or a blue jacket. And who's gonna tell me that I can't do both and just incorporate them into one piece? I love multifunctional pieces, so having a reversible jacket so where I can have it blue on one side and green on the other, and adding in some color blocking contrast techniques like different colored pockets or collars. Just really excited to start this one and see if I can actually pull it off. Stay tuned for this video coming this spring. I have a few things that are specifically in the summer just due to their wearability, and this one is going to be I'm going to call it a dressing robe. I have this vision of making a house coat that I can wear just over top of some basics and throw around the house and just feel instantly like beautiful. So I have the idea of making a dressing robe out of this linen. I have my winter house coat that keeps me nice and warm, but I don't really like to wear it in the summer because it's kind of too warm, especially when I get out of the shower and I want to cool off on a hot summer day. So I think that having a dressing robe will be something interesting and different. My main inspiration is this picture that I obsess over on Pinterest, but also from one of my favorite TV series, Haunting of Hill House. Liv wears these like elegant, beautiful house robes around the house and just looks so beautiful in them that I think that I want to have one of my own and make it out of this linen. Very excited to have this and to wear it all around the house. One of my goals this year is to try and make some more basics. My first set of basics will be using these cotton jersey knits and trying to make some, lack of a better term, undergarments. Just very simple, but I do love these two colors together and I want to kind of combine them like I kind of want to do with the jacket, just contrasting colors, but I think that these ones will turn out very nice. And this fabric is so soft. On a same note, I also have this recycled nylon swim material. I bought this from Blackbird fabrics. I am in desperate need of a new bathing suit. I think the last one I made was when I was pregnant a few years ago, and it does not fit me at all anymore. As much as I could just take those ones in, I also have been wearing them in the pool, and if you have ever worn a bathing suit into a chlorine pool, the elastic just disintegrates, cracking. So it's always nice to make new bathing suits, especially when they're made out of recycled nylon. This will be very interesting to try out. I'll say that this is my last sewing project. This is something that I've been wanting for the longest time. So for Halloween this past year, I was one of my favorite characters from my favorite Ghibli movie, Kiki. If you haven't seen that video, you can go watch it. I really like taking inspiration from film and TV and trying to make it into my style and things that I want to wear. One of my favorite movies is The Shining, and I absolutely love Wendy Torrance. I think that she is so iconic in that role. Justice for Shelley Duvall. She was put through a lot in this movie, and to that I want to pay homage by making something inspired by her. I found this beautiful green gingham linen on Blackbird fabric. I wasn't sure on how I wanted to incorporate that green shirt and her outfit into my personal style until I found this one image on Pinterest. Absolutely loved it, and I was so excited. I instantly knew that that is what I needed to do with this fabric. So I'm very excited to start on this maybe late summer. I get very busy around the fall time for all of the work that I have to do commission-wise. So this is going to be something that I'm very excited for and have been waiting to do for a while. So those are all of these sewing projects that I have in mind, but I do have a few knitting projects that I would love to share. This year, I'm cracking down. I'm going to learn how to knit good socks. I know how to knit socks, but not enough for me to actually want to wear them myself. My husband loves my socks, even though they're not the best, but I never make socks for myself, which is a shame because I love wearing socks, but I think that makes me more picky and makes me eager to try to perfect the art of making socks, because I always find that they just fall off my feet. There is not like enough support and elasticity, and I'm such a loose knitter that it's really impossible for me to make a nice fitting pair of socks. So this year that's going to change. I have quite a few skeins of yarn in my stash that I would love to try. This is just one of them. This is Queensland Collection Rainbow Beach Pure Australian Superwash Wool, which will be nice for socks, and this is in the color Sydney Harbour. I think that these are going to make beautiful socks. The other thing that I am eager to make is maybe this spring is a new cardigan. I have the yarn for it, so I would love to make a cardigan with a collar on it out of this Knit Picks Stroll Fingering in Rainforest Heather. Just like the most beautiful, like teal, almost emerald with like a little bit of like a color variation. I'm excited to see how this turns out. I've been wanting it for a while, and I have all the supplies ready to go. The last thing is the most aspirational thing that I have for knitting. It's going to be using this yarn from Knit Picks. This is the Twill in their Horchata Heather. I really like the consistency of this yarn. It's very nice to knit up. I am really excited to knit a sweater with this. I'm probably going to knit something a little basic, maybe the Stockholm sweater, which I have knit quite a few times. The thing that's going to be different, and the thing that I'm excited for, is I have this vision. Stay with me. I have this vision of knitting just the plain cream sweater, and then afterward, and taking little bits of colored yarn that I have from scraps and making them into a like impressionist Monet picture. In my head, that sounds so beautiful, and it could be really cool. I'm just a little nervous on how long it's going to take. But you are also listening to the person that made an entirely embroidered yoga top, so I really shouldn't be so hard on myself thinking that I can't do it, because really, if I did that, I can probably do this too. The last few things that I have to mention are this room. This room is going to be reorganized yet again. I have this insane need to constantly be feng shuiing my space, especially when I have things that are getting a little like clogged up, I'll say. I keep doing air quotes. But when I find that I am hoarding a lot of things, or the things are getting piled up in spaces where they shouldn't be, and it kind of and it blocks my ability to be creative because I'm constantly moving things around or cleaning, I definitely know that that is when I need to change something. And that is currently where I'm at right now. I am just standing in the middle of a big mess, which I'm trying to work through because I have a lot of different stuff that I'm trying to finish for work right now, but that doesn't mean that I'm not mentally figuring out the blueprint of what I want to do. And I'm so excited. Here are some of my inspiration pictures. I just love color and happiness and sunshine, and having that into my room, it just makes me the most creative and just brings the most inspiration to me. I also have a few things in the kitchen that I need to do for the flooring. In the laundry room, I need to repaint that because I still have not finished painting that since I started it maybe like 3 years ago. So all of those things I would love to take you along with me to do, but overall I'm just so excited for this year on all the projects that I want to make. And now all the buses are going by my house, so we're gonna keep going. But thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for the rest of this year to see all of these projects come to fruition, and maybe I'll do a recap maybe 6 months from now to see if anything has changed, because I honestly don't think that I'm going to get through all of these projects, and most of them are going to change. But stay tuned for all these projects. I'm so excited to get a start on them. I wish everyone a great 2025. We can do it. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.